title of this video is Why You Suck at Everything. And that might sound kind of harsh, but let's be honest, you've probably had those thoughts echo in your mind before. Why do I suck at everything? Why can't I do anything right? Why do I have nothing going for me? Why is nothing special about me? I know damn well most of my life, those thoughts echoed through my head on a daily basis. And you might just call that, brush it off, low self-esteem or depression even. But what it might actually come down to is your habits, the way you think about your direction with your life, if you even think about it at all, and your cognitive habits, and therefore how your behavior plays out. Because we know everything begins in the mind. But before I get on too much of a tangent, I want to explain to you the concept of essentialism. So essentialism, you have to think about it like this. You are a circle. This is you, right? And this circle can branch off and achieve things. But the bandwidth of action and energy is equal to the diameter, right? So if we have this diameter and we split it into a bunch of different portions and we use it like this, so say we spend some of that energy on the gym, we spend some of that energy on our day job, on our relationship, on hobbies, say we're snowboarding, we spend it on video games, we spend it on going out with our friends, we spend it on any sort of number of random things you can think of. You probably want to do it all. And it's phenomenal to want to do everything, to be highly ambitious. And if you have that as your nature, you want to achieve greatness in everything you do, you're already on your way to be very successful with anything you choose to do. But the problem with this is we've just spent all of our bandwidth. And that's not good, because what we've essentially done is, let's say the greatness circle is here. You're now shitty at 10 things. And let's be honest, that sucks. You might think you're putting in all this work because you've spent all of your energy bandwidth, but you've reached nothing. You have nothing to show for it except feeling stressed and feeling like you suck at everything. Let's reset. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. It's a new season of life. We're tired of being shit at everything. Every now and then, you get a reset. Actually, you can reset whenever you choose. So let's say today, after you click off this video, is when you choose to get your reset. So all this goes away. This is all in the past now. Doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't define you anymore. And we get a new set of bandwidth. We get a reset, fresh slate. Now let's say we decide to go all in on the gym. That's what I did first. When I was 16 years old, I said, okay, I'm gonna start tracking my calories. I'm gonna do training programs. I'm gonna give every set my all. And what do you know? You get jacked. There we go. You get jacked. Now that we're jacked, that's not going away. Of course you have to maintain it, but now you're so good at it that once you achieve the circle of greatness, you can also achieve autopilot. So now that I've been lifting for 4 years, being jacked, getting jacked, making progress is on autopilot. I don't have to think about it. I just simply eat enough. I simply train hard every day, and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to put any energy into it. In fact, it gives me energy because it makes me so fucking happy. So we've achieved autopilot by achieving greatness. And guess what? Now we can reset again. So let's say I'm jacked, but I'm fucking poor now. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm not poor, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be financially. So let's say we take another one and we go to financial success. Boom! Now we're rich. Now we have our own place, making 30, 40K a month. You don't have to really worry about paying tabs and shit. Everything is great. And then we achieve autopilot here. That doesn't mean it doesn't take any work or energy or investment of time to maintain. And now you have a new challenge of having to juggle both of these and work on scheduling and time management. But the fact that you're here, you're never gonna wanna leave. So that means this becomes automatic because you've reached there. I'm sorry, my handwriting is actually terrible, but I'm just using this whiteboard because I can't create visuals with my hands out of thin air. But basically, you get a reset, you achieve flow state, you achieve autopilot, something becomes so automatic, you master a skill, you're actually good at it now. You don't suck at everything. You have to get good at one thing to not suck at everything, right? Now let's say you wanna get closer to God. We wanna improve our spirit. Boom, now we're meditating every day. We're going to the gym first, we're coming home, getting our macros in, hitting a meditation session, and then getting to deep work for 8 hours. That's exactly what I did today, right? And for me, it wasn't overnight because I didn't understand this at first. It took me 4 years to get to this kind of mode where I can manage my days like that, manage my energy like that. But the fact that you're watching this video and hopefully digesting this information and understanding it, you can integrate it into your life much quicker than I did, right? So now when we want that cool hobby, now that we're jacked, running a successful business, we have good spiritual health and hygiene, Now we can get into random bullshit. You ever notice fucking successful entrepreneurs, they have some random side hobby they like? That came after they fucking built everything. That came after they got jacked. They weren't doing it, maybe they were, but they weren't fixating on it. They weren't trying to get better at it until later. And then now it's like, I have all this time, maybe I've even delegated employees and shit, and my physique's at a point where it's gonna hold no matter what I do. I just need to lift 3 times a week. And now you can get good at that hobby. You can get good at snowboarding, you can get good at making music, maybe even have time to play some video games. Maybe you fucking wanna start a family. But every time you master something is when you can reset and put the other thing on autopilot, which is what I'm doing right now. The gym has become a back burner for me, believe it or not. I'm only lifting 4 times a week now. I'm in the gym every day for cardio and sauna and shit like that, but I'm only lifting 4 times a week because that's all I need. But when I started, I was going 6 times a week because I was just so ambitious. I wanted to get jacked. I wanted the physique. I wanted those results. And that's why I got that first, right? But if you cannot learn to collect your energy and fixate it on one thing, you will continue to be shit at 10 things at once. And that's gonna drain the life out of you and make you wanna kill yourself, just like it did for me and like it does for so many other people. So remember this, essentialism. If you are trying to build a life where you simultaneously grow at 10 things, you're gonna hit a fucking wall and you're gonna burn out so quickly. I don't care who you are. Everyone built everything one thing at a time until they got so good at it, they could put it on the back burner and it runs on autopilot.